All right, Roger here. We've got the 21st of February 2021. This is an LS3. This is a 1971 914 Porsche, and this is video number 2. For all you folks in Texas, thoughts are with you guys. It's kind of crappy weather over there right now with all your snowstorms, ice, and busted pipes. Kind of strange, but here in Germany, it's t-shirt weather and the sun is shining, so thoughts are with you guys. Hold through. I'm sure the weather will clear pretty soon. Anyway, what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna take that motor, that engine lift over here, hook it to the back right here. Here's the plan, and actually try to lift the back of this thing up. And I'm gonna take the 914, which is on roller right now, and roll it in from the side, just basically mocking it up one time to see where this thing is gonna fit right now. The last video you saw, I was gonna go with Summit Racing, get a Holley intake manifold out of aluminum, throttle body, new fuel rails, so I can take this and push it out the side. When I got everything in my Summit Racing shopping cart and called Holley a couple times, I was up to over $1,000 just to get the thing out the side. So basically, I went ahead and put this back the way it was, except pointing out the back. You do have to take your bung right here, which is for your electronic oil pressure switch for the wiring harness. And I got Rolla to take this weld about sideways, about 45 degrees, and I mocked everything up, and you can see it sitting in there nice and perfect. And I can put my connector on here, this connector on here, and then the throttle body control. So that's basically it. Everything else is bolted together. This is all Renegade hybrid stuff. Those guys have been really cool about helping me get all the parts for the conversion, which I wound up not doing, but you know, that's just part of the trial and error process. This thing is ready to go in. So again, the plan is just to lift the back of this up today, slide that around the side, and see if I can get in there. Anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. Mousetrap actually worked. Pretty simple little extension right here. This thing is actually not that heavy, so I'm not worried about it. But look at this, motor is in. Pretty simple, and it looks like I've got lots of clearance everywhere except for right here. I'm just gonna take out this part right here, and this whole contraption here with these bars is actually just, so this thing right here has got pressure on it. That's for the rear trunk. It's the springs basically. But what I'll do is I'll just get these shock activated ones right here just to hold the trunk up. But pretty simple. Like I said, here in front I got lots of room. Actually got about a solid inch here. So the whole goal of this thing is to get this motor as far forward as possible so that the axles don't have too much of a degree. I think I can go a solid inch forward right now, and that axle will come out and be exactly aligned or close to aligned to the rear axles I have. But pretty simple. Like I said, I just got to push it up a little bit there, and then I've already got my lines drawn in here with the green marker on. I think you can see it right there. I'm just gonna have to come out here and cut myself a little oval about 20-30% larger than the throttle body on the end, or the actual throttle itself, like electronic throttle control and this thing. Anyway, pretty cool. Short little video today, and that's about it. So take care. So here's what I've done so far, is polish this out, hack basically this off right here, and then what's going to happen here at, I don't know, probably about a 40-45 degree angle, that'll sit right here at about this angle, and then I'll take the old bung, the way it is right here, and it'll be TIG welded on about at this angle right here. So that's the plan right now. Alright, just finishing up this little project, flipping this around the other direction so the air intake is actually on the back of the motor. I think I pointed out in the video number 1. But here's what we just did. This is the actual bung right here that I cut off. It's sticking straight up usually, but it doesn't clear the back of the intake manifold when you flip it around. So it's always to have good friends who can TIG weld really good. And check that out. So Roland actually TIG welded that. I did the fabrication. I took this little bitty piece of thick wall aluminum pipe, put about a 40-degree angle on it, pushed it out here, and then literally it took him like 10 minutes to weld that together. So I'm going to put the intake manifold on. I already got this bolted down to specs, start in the middle, then cross hatch, go all the way out. And I'll put that on in a couple minutes. All right, take care, bye-bye. So this will be the last part of this video right here, part number 2. And what I'm doing right now is I'm cutting the back part of the rear of the firewall, which is actually engine compartment. There's the actual firewall up there. And that's the LS motor, and that blue back there is where the intake manifold will come out, and it'll circle around here, the air intake, and it'll go right back into here, if that's how I want to do it. And what I'm doing right now is just, I've got it marked out. I actually marked it on the inside, and I took a little small drill bit, drilled my holes, and then kind of like marked out here, make sure I got it in the center with my little tape measure here. And then this is actually double walled in here, so I'm using a simple old keyhole saw and a Bauer. I think that's actually not Home Depot. What's that place called in State? Harbor Freight. And then double wall. This is really thin stuff, but I'm still going to get a strut tower stabilizer bar from here to stabilize this, and I'll make sure I'll put some reinforcement up in here. But show you something. The early 914s actually had torsion bars that run from here to the other side. And I almost lost a damn finger when I took those things out. They basically are the springs for this right here. Didn't know they were under that much pressure, and they kind of like blew all down here when I took them out the other day. So safety first, but I got lucky on that one. Didn't hit me in the eye, but I was wearing goggles and stuff. So look, I'm just going to cut the second one of this right here. And this is a pretty simple process. The only thing you got to make sure of when this thing grabs, because this is actually a decent one, is you got to make daggone sure, hold on, that I've got this down in here. And yeah. And then put this right there and go from there. And almost take this and put it down the far end so you don't have to twist your arm off, which I almost did. Simple. And like I said, is it out of there already? No, I'll pop it out of there with a little drill bit here. The top stuck in there. And I'll do the same thing on the top. Kind of like work it out there. Actually, there it is right there. But anyway, so when you do this, all you're going to do now is cut with a saw across the bottom right here, up from the top, and I'll mark that nice and neat with a straight edge, and then I've got a nice little access hole for that thing to come out. All right, man, that's it. Take care. So this is the end of video number 1, and I'm making progress. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, one more thing. The fine folks at Renegade Hybrids actually sent me these beautiful placements. This is actually the top of the motor mount, powder coated, precision cut, just nice clean product anyway. So thanks, Zeus, appreciate that. Again, bye-bye from Germany. Rainy, cold day, and I think we got the 4th of March 2021. Take care, bye-bye. So that's the line I'll be cutting right there. Never mind all the other lines, but the top one, the one that's straight, is the one I'm going to cut. Let the vibration begin. Get my foot up in here. Oh, shit. how's this gonna well, need some power first. Alright, here we go. I might say so myself, that's a hell of a free cut line right there. Perfectly straight on the top, so I'll cut the bottom double wall one out, go down here, and should be a day. Take care.